Peace, love, happiness, and wellness. First thing and foremost, you can see my son in the background. So I don't know how long I'll be recording live, but as soon as I see him get up, then I will stop. And he's been asleep for about 30 minutes, so that can be anytime soon. So what I want to talk about, I'm making this live video because I want to talk about a little bit about who I am. Why am I here using YouTube as a platform to get certain information out? And that's basically what I'm doing, is I'm using this platform to get certain information out. I've had this channel for years, but I enjoy making videos, especially when I learn something and when I practice something, and I've been doing it for months. I like to get this information out to people just because I'm so excited about it. But reflecting a lot on this information, reflecting a lot lately on who I am, and I just want to put out there basically what it is that I'm doing, who I am and what I'm doing. So who I am is basically I come across incredible information. You know, I have a knack for it. I've been doing it for a very long time, as long as I can remember. I remember back in just even in 2000, reading books by authors like Dancing Wu Lee Masters, a book by the name of Seed of the Soul, and then all of the books by Neil Donald Walsh. And these are books on spirituality that touches on health, on mental health, basically on the psychology of life, on subatomic particles, things of that nature. So this is something that I've been learning for almost 2 decades now. And you know, and the type of information is the type of information that the gross masses of people would otherwise let go unnoticed, right? And it just isn't part of or built into the system that we all know too well. So it's not something that's gonna, you know, it wasn't taught to us in the public school system. Whenever we get a job, no one ever talks about it because we got too much stuff happening at home. We got bills to pay. We are financially illiterate, so we don't know how to make our cash flow or our whatever income that we get come in. We don't know how to make that work for us, right? We just kind of let it go through our hands and into a market, maybe into a Walmart or whatever. Then when they get the money, they're going to invest the money. But the person that makes the money, us ourselves, we really don't know what to do with the money. We're kind of like in a rat race, like in a trap, and we really don't know what to do. And we're not getting this information that I come across and that I practice, right? And much of this information is incredible information, almost sacred information, you know, if you apply it, right? And we all know the adage that knowledge applied is wisdom. So this type of information that I've been coming across, I've been applying it for the greater part of my life, right? And this is the type of stuff that I want to be, that I'll be speaking about more. And if you look back on my videos and if you pay attention to it, I don't get a lot of views, but that's fine. But if you do look back on my videos and listen to what I'm saying, you'll start hearing some of the cues in there. Like, oh, okay, I wasn't paying attention, but I'm getting it, right? So, you know, astrology has it that a Sagittarius is a knowledge seeker and, you know, often a wise man. And that's who I am. I'm a Sagittarius, you know, so I don't know how accurate these charts are, but I am a Sagittarius and I just so happen to love knowledge and love to apply knowledge. So that's kind of like who I am, you know, as opposed to I work here and I do this and yada, 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 the old way of like who we are. You know what I mean? Who I am is what I really truly love. And I love to get knowledge and I love to apply it and I love to practice it. And I love to see it grow and get better at that thing. What am I here to do? Why am I here on the YouTube platform, even Instagram and Facebook? You know, I open doors to information about being healthy and staying healthy. That's why I'm here, to open those doors. I open those doors doors from a single aspect, but it is addressed by many perspectives: what we think, how we respond to the world, the balancing of nutrients and the amounts of nutrients that we bring in, physical activities and habit forming and deforming habits. And I'm here to teach you how to do this. I'm here to open doors. It's what I do every day. It's my everyday practice. It's not part of who I am or a small portion of what I do during the day, but I am constantly focused on health, um, the various forms of health that are excuse me, perspectives that are out there. Now there are tons of perspectives out there, and you have tons of people teaching from their own perspective that are really killing it, right? But I'm here to teach you how to reach that level, right? And the only way that you're going to know how to do it is to listen in and then practice, right? Listen and practice. Like I said, there are many teachings out there emerging with the breakout of social media. So many of these guys are getting it. They're getting it right. They're eating fruits. They're exercising, doing yoga, coming up various different ways to do it. They have the mental game right. Right. People are understanding the pineal and understanding how it's a vision board. It's almost like sliding like a negative, maybe a picture negative. You take a picture negative, and you slide it in front of the pineal, and then that zooms out. That is the reality that you create, but that is just a mental picture that you put in front of your pineal, and then you're able to basically make a thought into a thing. And it's that simple that if you can visualize it, right? This is all part of mental health, right? Visualization, being able to visualize as opposed to losing focus and bouncing from idea and from thought to thought, right? We want to know how to learn how to focus. And there are various different things that we can do and that we can be programmed. We can be programmed through reading books, through listening to people, and then through practicing on your own and learning these various different ways of achieving, the success. Um, and again, that goes to the main reason why I have this channel is that I come to raise awareness, right? Come to raise awareness to the strong that it hasn't yet been made aware to. And what I'm saying is people that care, people that really want it. Like when I came across the information through Dr. Sabi, and I started watching like 1 and 2 Dr. Sabi videos, it was over with, right? I turned those 2 hour videos into maybe 500 to 1,000 hours of Dr. Sabi videos alone. I watched countless hours of Jewel Pookrum, Layla Africa, Dr. Morris. Dr. Morris has tons of videos. A little bit of Matra Dahudi. So many guys out there that are killing it on Eric. The information is out there, and these guys are coming from so many different perspectives, right? And that's how you're able to basically when you're listening to these guys, you're downloading information. And then when you begin to take baby steps and apply it, then you begin to gain a little bit of wisdom in that area. You know something that other people don't have. And that's not no small feat, right? When you know something, right? When you're wise, when you have experience, it is synonymous. In other words, it's parallel to results. All right. When you know something, when you're doing something for a long period of time, the results are going to mirror that. So if you are experienced and wise, it's going to show. And those are the things that that's what you're going to get and learn and find out is how to apply it. And then when you apply it over time, you're going to realize the results. And I think that's what a lot of people are looking for. I love results. I love to see results. I love to see how it feel to get the results. But I also like the inverted aspect of results, which is the mental game, which is where the results come from. What are the steps and things that we need to do to get those results? What can you expect? The concepts that I speak of will be new to most of you. I like to use energy right? The words energy or movement, they go hand in hand. A lot of times we're just not, it's not, again, it's not part of this the systematic structure. When we think of energy, we think of calories. We think of, oh, I don't feel too well. I'm weak, therefore I don't have a lot of energy, which is true at that time. Very, there's so many more aspects of energy that are out there, and that's what I want you guys to know. I want you to be aware of. Um, Ultimately, for some of you, it will assist you in the health conscious awakening. Right, that's what this is really about. Is a health conscious awakening. We're waking you up to um, health consciousness. That's what this is about. And there's a world out there that we weren't made privy to, right? And it will assist you. Excuse me. There's a world out there that we weren't made privy to, and very few people are aware. Very few people are aware of these concepts. How simple it is. You know, eat fruits. An apple a day, keep the doctor away. We understand this concept, right? But if we don't practice this, then we don't know. And that doesn't mean that you can eat an apple a day and eat everything else, all right? And then not exercise or not move, not create energy, internal energy through movement. Just a small peak, energy, life itself is balancing. Life is balance, right? And life doesn't need anything. God doesn't need anything to exist. And we are part of life. We are living, all living things, right? We're life and we're living. And, uh, our bodies, we generate energy when we move. So it may seem like rocket science, but it's not rocket science. Let's say if you have, let's say, let me go to one of my injuries. I had an injury in my hip, right? And, I was almost 30 years old. So I had understood a little bit of how to heal myself, because when I was 20 years old, I blew my knee out, and I had healed my knee. I went to the doctor, and there was like, nothing's wrong with you, but definitely was something wrong with me. So 8 years later, I have a hip injury from playing basketball. Oh no, running, and it was like crazy. Like if my hip would lock up, and I just went to the gym. I just laid down and I started doing various movements to where it would feel good, and I would continue that motion, but I would slightly do a certain range of motion. You know what I mean? Like I was doing leg lifts, and then I was popping my leg out, and then I would just slowly, slowly build up energy, right? And for that particular range of motion. And after about 2 or 3 weeks of basically rehabbing, or in other words, exercising or putting energy in that particular area, the way that I was doing it, excuse me, that movement, when you feel the burn and the exercise, excuse me, the burn of exercises, that's bringing energy to that area. There is nothing else that's needed, because the energy itself, that energy, just by it being there, right, by you moving. And when you move, you're bringing blood to the energy. Well, you're bringing blood to the area, and that blood that you're bringing to the area in this metaphysical form is energy. Blood is nothing more than energy. It just appears as blood and all this other stuff, but it's just energy. So when that blood comes to the area from pumping, you're bringing life to the area. And when you bring life to that area, it seeks balance. So whatever problem that's going on there, just by the very nature of that energy being there, it is going to heal. It is the energy that is healing itself, that is healing, and you are that energy by consciously or unconsciously bringing energy to that area, whether you're aware of it or not, that energy is going to hit, that is going to fix the problem. That's what this energy work thing is all about. It's about bringing energy to the area. Energy is balance, is natural balance, and that is what it's going to do. It's going to bring that energy to the area. And that's just one of a really awesome concept. And that when you begin to practice and learn these things overnight, I know one day, two things, we want these get rich quick schemes that don't work like that. Life does not work like that. Life, it builds growth. Growth is just that, growth. It takes time to grow, right? And we have to do the activity in order to realize growth results. All right. So yeah, so that's what I meant. Like, you can expect to learn these core principles to healing. Right? People are waking up, and you may be one of them. All of you aren't going to wake up. Many of you won't even be able to like listen to this. I'm not, you know, I'm seeking for, the only people whom are aware are those that have embarked on the journey, right? Of this type of information. You have to embark on the journey for a long time in order to be aware of this information. And those few people that made the choice to know who they really are by focusing much attention into getting to know themselves, understand this knowledge and this information. So in order for you to again be one of those individuals, you have to go through um, and do the work, right? And that's what I wanted to talk about. My son stayed asleep. I got some videos that I want to upload. It's actually in a video over energy. I'm gonna get that uploaded, and just expect more videos to come, more videos like this to come. Whether it's about 2 to 3 videos every week. Here forward, so that'd be somewhere around 12 videos, and I have a goal to get up to about 1,000 videos, and to get my feet wet, just to get experience. So just be looking out for that video after video to come out. I'll likely talk to my wife and do some analytics, change the name on the account, change the background, change the pictures, and change it basically to me. Just kind of change some things, and I guess make it more attractive for you guys, to bring a little bit more interest into it. But the information, the knowledge is not gonna it's not gonna change because information is very critical. All right. Um, Research, if you haven't done it yet, research veganism, research plant-based options, research Dr. Morris, research Dr. Sabi, research, research, learn, no matter what. If you are not someone that has a knack for learning, then the only way that you're going to get good at that is by forcing yourself to learn, forcing yourself to do it. There's no other way anything in life, right? I grew up, again, I mentioned financial literacy, being financially illiterate. That's the majority of us. That's 95% of us, really. I mean, if 1% of rich, 1% of people own the rest of has more wealth than the other 99% of people. You know, Warren Buffett, what is it, 46 or 86 billion dollar net worth. He owns Berkshire Hathaway. But anyways, I'm financially illiterate, but I'm definitely more financially literate than the majority of people because I've taken the time to take courses, to understand and learn the stock market, to use these apps to invest in stock, and start from here, right, and move up that ladder, right. And so I'll have the health aspect, I'll have the financial aspect, I'll have the mental game down, right. So that's where I'm at, guys. Peace, love, happiness, wellness. I love you guys. Y'all notice my son stayed asleep through all of this.